Hi WAC members, it's Chris. I'm back here for some more WAC at home. We're going to be doing some more yoga today. I'm from the WAC Lake Country location, so again, the newest location. So nice to meet some of you that I've never met before. We are going to be doing today half moon by using the wall. So if you want to use a prop for that half moon, you can have a block or something similar in shape like that. And you're going to want to find a wall space. You can absolutely do this without a wall, but I want to try to level it up a little bit. And by using that floating leg against the wall, it's going to fire up our legs and glutes a little bit more. And if you're watching this, you're like, maybe, no, you actually are going to do this, because it took me entirely too much on my own accord to get this set up. I was like, I need a wall and I need to be able to get my camera. So if you're watching this far, you're committed and we're gonna do this. So again, we're gonna do floating half moon external pose by using the wall space. If you wanna have a block to help you balance when we go up into that balance pose, you can absolutely have that. And it should be around 30 to 40 minutes with our workout today, maybe a little bit longer. All right, come on over onto your mat. And we're going to start out here in child's pose. So just sink down, arms reach out. Let's bring our big toes together. So let's go into a wide-legged child's pose. So reaching the arms out. And at this point, just close your eyes. Relax the body, clearing your mind. Just your natural breath here. Let's take our tongue to the roof of the mouth. Just gently take it back and forth, softening through the jaw. And then as we do that, let's start to increase our breath. What I mean by that is fully exhaling. So fully exhale, sinking the glutes back. On the inhale, just gently reaching those hands out. Just tiny bit. So it's a little bit active here, not entirely over the top. But again, just think about inhale, reaching the hands forward, exhale, sinking the glutes back. Again, as I exhale, I'm going to exhale that air until I can no longer. At the bottom of the exhale, let's find that inhale. And this is going to become our rhythm of our breath for this class. Couple more rounds of breath here. You can just gently blink open those eyes. We're going to take our arms over to the right side here. So we're still in child's pose. You can actually also grab the block and have it into your left hand over here. So I'm going to reach my arms over to the right and sink down. So by doing this, I'm pushing my left palm into the block or into the ground, and then just pushing my left glute back. So I'm going to feel this stretch here through the entire side body. So again, extending out. Reaching and extending. And then slowly come on up. Let's take it over to the left side. So again, now this will be through my right side Alfia. This is the right palm, the right glute sinking back. One more round of breath here. And then slowly coming up, I can move that block out of my way. So I'm going to be in my hands and knees here on tabletop pose. I'm going to take that right leg out to the side. So just sinking, pushing through the blade of my right foot here. And then taking that right arm over, so kind of extending. So kind of finding a little bit of the shape of that half moon to begin here, to stretch through the body, pressing that right foot down into the ground, extending and reaching over. Again, I want you to think about reaching up and over like I'm reaching for someone's hand, so I can stretch out this entire side. Slowly release that. Let's come over to the other side. So now my left leg goes out, pushing through the blade of that left foot. My right hand's down. I'm going to reach that left arm all the way over. So again, reach and extend. Again, reaching up like I'm reaching for someone's hand. Couple more rounds of breath here. Good. And then coming back down into that tabletop position, we're going to go into puppy dog pose to start to open up those shoulders and the heart. So glutes are going to stay lifted up. Let's reach our arms out in front of us here. So reaching down, just let the head and heart go down, glutes stay lifted. Keep just gently pushing those hands out. Should feel good, feeling through your back, through the heart. Inhale, walk the hands up. We're going to tuck the toes here and then sink the glutes back. So exhale here. So I'm on my toes here. Open up the feet a little bit, letting the glutes go back. And then come forward back into tabletop. Again, my glutes stay lifted as I reach my hands down. Heart comes down back into that puppy dog pose. On the inhale, just try and reach those hands out just a teeny bit further. So again, I'm staying active. Inhale, walking the hands back in. Tuck the toes. And then exhale, sink it back again. So again, I'm up on my toes. My glutes are sinking back towards my heels. I'm extending my arms out. And then walking forward into my downward dog. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to back myself up. So my heels are actually up on the wall here. So my heels are lifted up on the wall. Just lifting up, pushing my heels into the ground, into the wall, into that little bit of like an elevated downward dog. I'm going to bring my right leg up into the air and then pushing my leg up on the wall here. So I have my toes on the wall extending up. So kind of like a three-legged dog by using that wall. Right leg comes down and then my left leg. So my right heel's against the wall here. My left foot's going to come on up. Again, like a three-legged dog by using the element of the wall here. And again, if you don't want to use the wall, you absolutely do not have to do that. Left foot comes down. I'm going to drop my knees to the ground, take it back into a wide-legged child's pose. So just relaxing the shoulders here. Breathe down, extending out. Couple more rounds of breath here. And again, coming up into that downward dog. Pressing my heels against the wall here. Again, the right leg's going to go up. So I'm pressing my toes, lifting through the heel. Gaze going up towards my navel, extending through the spine. Really nice, you guys. And then lower that down. Left leg goes up. So again, lifting up. And it's deep into the shoulders here. Breathe. Left leg comes down. This time I'm going to walk my feet up towards the top of my mat into a forward fold. So we're in that first forward fold. So we're going to bend the knees and just let the chest go down. So sinking down. Right here, I'm going to start to push those heels further down into the ground to feel like I'm using that wall into the floor. Trying to get used to that feeling of every time I have a foot down or up, I'm lengthening through the legs. So start to inhale, straighten through the legs. Inhale, half lift, extend the spine. Exhale, take it back down. And then inhale, rise all the way up. We're going to reach for our hands. So we're going to extend through that left side. So I want to think about opening through the entire side here. So reach for that left arm and extend over. So driving your feet down into the ground as you reach up and over. Good, nice. And then grab the right side. Reach and extend. And let's intertwine our fingers and then reach forward. So you're going to come forward and just extend out. So think about like 90 degrees here. Again, pushing through my legs. These are active. My crown of head goes out as my fingers are intertwined. Exhale down into your forward fold. You can bend in the knees. Again, I can have my hands wherever I wanted to. They don't want to touch the ground. Inhale, half lift. And then exhale, take it back down. Inhale, rising all the way up. Hands to prayer, and then lower down. Good, we're going to come to the top of the mat. So the wall's behind us. We're going to do a couple sun A's. So top of the mat, deep inhale up. Exhale, pouring forward into that forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, take it back to plank. We're going to use the wall for the plank. If you don't want to do that, you can always have your knees on the ground here. But let's push those heels against the wall here. Crown of head goes out. So one long lean plank here. We're going to exhale, take it down, chaturanga. Inhale, chest comes up. And then exhale back into your downward dog. So again, I'm using the wall. My heels are up on the wall. If I don't, again, option to not have that here. Breathe. Feel the breath gently travel through the entire body. And then let's walk our feet forward into our forward fold by stepping. So I'm stepping and stopping. Stepping and stopping. Driving my heel down into the ground until I'm at the top of my mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, take it down into my forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Hands to prayer and lower down. Good, let's do another A. So deep inhale up. Exhale, pouring forward into your forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, take it back to plank. So again, I want my feet up against the wall here. Open the hands up wide. Crown of head forward. Chaturanga, lower down. Inhale, chest comes up. Exhale, back into the downward dog. Again, the feet are up, so my toes are on the ground, but my heels are against the wall. And just breathe. Couple rounds of breath here. This time I'm going to add back in that three-legged dog. So lift the right leg up into the wall. Round the breath here. Right leg goes down. And then left leg lifts up. So reach up and push. Left leg comes down. Again, we're walking forward. So there's no rush here. Step. Keep stepping until I can no longer step. My hands meet my feet into that half lift. Exhale into my forward fold. And then inhale, rise all the way up. Hands to prayer. and then lower down. Good, I'm gonna turn around facing the wall. So I'm gonna face the wall. I'm gonna take my right leg up onto the wall here. So my left leg's into the ground, my right leg is just pressing up against the wall. Crown of head up. So I can have my hands onto my hips here, but the main thing I want to think about is actively pushing that foot into the wall. I could also come closer, like here I'm into like a 90-degree wall. I could have my hand over on the other side here too. But actively pushing. Because when you go into that half moon, I want you to think about that active foot up onto the wall. Good, lowering that down, and then let's lift your other leg up. So again, it's active into the ground, active into the wall. So let's bring that other leg up. Again, think about pushing that leg into the wall. Crown of head's up. Other leg pushing firmly down into the earth. Good. And then slowly lower that down. Let's shake it out. All right, so coming back to the top of the mat, we're going to be going into that warrior two. So heel to arch. My back foot's going to be up against the wall. So just give you a fair warning here. All right, so top of the mat, deep inhale up. Exhale into your forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, take it back to plank. So again, I'm trying to push those heels against the wall. Again, we're starting to use those glutes more, the legs more. Chaturanga, lower down. Inhale, chest comes up. Exhale, back into that downward dog. And breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. I'm going to take that right leg up into the air. I'm going to use the wall here. So just a gentle stretch like we've been doing. And then slowly bring that right leg all the way through. So we're going external here. So we're looking for that heel to arch. So right foot down. Turn that left foot so it's against the wall. And then windmill up. So I'm in my warrior two. I have a heel to arch alignment. Right, looking out over that right middle finger. So drishti gaze over that right middle finger. Relax in your shoulders. If I took my hands gently on your shoulders, you would relax here. Breathing, we're gonna flow this. So exhale, coming forward. We're gonna all take our arm onto our leg and then open up. So by putting my arm onto my leg, I can drive down to open up through the heart and shoulder. Inhale, lift it back up into my warrior two. Again, exhale, come forward, arm onto the leg, and then open on up. Good. Breathe. So I continue to drive this arm down onto that right thigh to lift and open. Inhale, rise back up. Relax into the shoulders. We're going to flip that right palm and then take it back into reverse. So right here, I'm actively pushing my left foot against the wall. So the blade of the left foot is lining up into the wall as I lift up and then think about sinking down. Breathe. Inhale, lift up back to your warrior two. Exhale, take it back through a vinyasa or right back into your downward dog. So again, my feet, heels against the wall. Chaturanga, lower down. Inhale, chest comes up. Exhale, back into your downward dog. Left leg goes up into the air onto the wall. So again, I'm pushing the toes, lifting through the heel here. And then exhale, bring that left leg all the way through. I'm going to turn my right foot. So blade of the foot is going against the wall. I'm looking for my heel to arch. And I lift up. So I know I'm facing away from you right now. So just check your form. Heel into the arch. Drishti gaze is over that left middle finger. So looking out. Relax the shoulders. Breathe. We're going to exhale, come down. So arm goes onto the thigh as I lift up. So again, even if I can touch the floor here, I'm just starting to use this, my leg, so I can feel like I'm pressing, opening. Inhale, rise back up into your warrior two. Again, exhale, come forward, and then gently lift up. Good, breathe. Inhale, rise back up into my warrior two. Flip my left palm, and then take it back and lift up. So again, right here, the blade of my right foot pressing against the wall, so I'm active. I'm squeezing into my legs, into the core, into the glutes. Everything right here is all fired up. One of the benefits about using the wall. Inhale, lift up to your warrior two. Exhale, take it back through Vinyasa, or right back into your downward dog, either one. Heels up on the wall here again. Breathe. Couple more rounds of breath. I'm going to take my legs wide. So I'm still in my downward dog. I'm going to take my feet as wide as the mat and walk my hands back towards the wall here. So I'm going to come into the back here into Malasana. I'm going to come up here to show you. So you're going to be up against the wall. The reason I want you against the wall is because in Malasana we want to have our crown of head up, sinking down. So I could also be up higher here. Absolutely, I could be up higher. We're going to use that wall. So again, legs wide, heels come down, sinking, pressing my back. So think about breathing, driving the knees out, crown of head up. Again, I could be up higher here, lifted, either one. Elbows can come inside the legs here. Hands to prayer, and just breathe. And we're gonna hold this for 10 minutes. Just kidding. Just opening through the hips. Again, we're in an external pose series here, so a lot of hip action. Couple more rounds of breath here. Sit nice and tall. And then hands come down. So I'm going to take my hands down. I'm staying back here. I'm going to turn my toes in. So my toes were slightly out from Malasana for that wide-legged. So now they're going to come forward. I'm just going to sink down. So my glutes are against the wall. I can gently walk my feet back a little bit further. So come into that wide-legged. And I'll show you from up here. I'm going to take my hands back around the back side of my ankles. I'm going to use that to pull down. So again, just into a wide-legged forward fold. Crown of head's going down. As I exhale, I just gently pull myself a little bit further. Breathe. Hands onto my hips, and then slowly coming up. Good, we're going to do that balance again. So one more time, facing against the wall here. Active in the foot on the ground, active on the foot on the wall. So again, I could always grab another piece of the wall here to help me balance. But I'm going to have my left foot down, right leg comes up. Think crown of head up. So push the foot into the floor, push the leg against the wall. So this is way more work than just having that leg hang out in the air, because when we just let it hang out in the air, we don't even think about driving through the entire muscle here. Slowly release that down. We're gonna switch sides. So again, right foot down, left leg comes up, drive through the leg, into the ground, crown of head up. I can always grab the wall to help me balance here. You're gonna feel this in your glutes too. Your glutes are like, what's going on? Well, it's because the leg's just not hanging out into the air. All right, gently lower that down. We're gonna come back to the top of the mat here. And this time you might want to have a block. So we're going to come down a little bit further into that extended warrior, but you don't have to have it either. All right, so top of the mat, deep inhale up. Exhale into your forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, take it back to plank. Heels against the wall, crown of head forward. Chaturanga, lower down again. I could be on my knees here, or I could skip this entirely and just go back into my downward dog. So my heels against the wall, my toes onto the ground. My right leg's gonna go up onto that wall. So lifting up. Keep driving through the right heel and the left heel. Exhale, bring the right leg all the way through. Turn the left foot. So my blade of my left foot's against the wall. I have a heel to arch alignment here, external, and I windmill up into my warrior two. Good. Relax the shoulders. Take a peek at that front toe here. So on my right foot, I should only see my big toe. If I see more, just gently push the knee over to the pinky toes. Good. I'm going to come down a little bit further into this. So exhale, coming forward. This time I can have my hand down here on a block, but you want to revolve open. So I don't want to be down here like this. If that's the case, I'm going to grab my prop, hand down here, and use that to open up. Because you want to have this entire area open. My left blade of my foot is against the wall, so it's active. I'm squeezing through my glutes, squeezing through my legs, and heart and shoulder is lifted. Really nice. Breathe. Full breath here. Gonna inhale, lift back up. Notice when I come up, my legs stay exactly where they are. It's one of the hardest things in yoga. Again, exhale, come forward. Hand can be on my prop or down as long as I can open up. So I don't want to be hunched down like this. If I'm like that, I'm going to grab my prop and use it to help me open up. Props are not crutches. Our bodies are all not built the same. So a lot of times this is because we've got a torso shorter. I mean, there's nothing bad about using a prop in yoga ever. All right, legs stay low. Inhale, rise on up. Back into that warrior two. Good. Breathe. You're gonna flip the palm. Exhale, take it back into reverse. So again, I'm active. Legs on fire. Squeezing up. Press into that right foot. Pressing into that left blade as I lift up. Inhale, lift up into our warrior two. Exhale, take it back through Vinyasa or right back into your downward dog. Breathing through it. So from that downward dog, heels up against the wall again. My left leg goes up. So lifting, extending. Exhale, bring that left leg all the way through. I turn my right foot. So my blade of my right foot's against the wall. I find my heel to arch. So left foot's going into my right arch. And then rise up into warrior two. So again, I'm facing away from you here, I know. Relax the shoulders. Take a peek at that front knee. So I should only see that left toe. If I see more, just gently push that knee over. My right blade of my foot, it's driving into the wall, squeezing my glutes. Gaze out. All right, so coming down, exhale, coming down onto the prop or onto the ground. Again, I need to rotate open, and my legs are crazy active here. Pulling up and towards that center core, firing down, using my glutes, my quads. Legs stay low. Inhale, rise back up. Again, one of the hardest things in yoga, because I can't lift my body up, I gotta stay low. It's just my torso moving. One more time. Exhale, coming down onto my prop or on the floor, lifting up. Good. Elongate the body. So keep reaching, expanding. Legs stay low. Inhale, rise back up into your warrior two. Flip the left palm. Exhale, take it back. So again, when I'm sinking back here, push the right blade of the foot into the wall, but also lift up. And breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Inhale, rise back up into your warrior two. Exhale, take it back to a vinyasa or right back into your downward dog, either one. Utilizing the wall for that vinyasa. Couple rounds of breath here. Again, I'm gonna walk my feet forward. So press through the heel. Press through the heel. Press through the heel. Press through the heel. Taking my feet outside my hands. So I'm gonna come wide again. This time do Vinyasa at the top of the mat. So I'm sinking down. If my heels are lifted, I need to take my legs out a little bit wider. I could also be up here. Hands to prayer. Think about when you were against the wall, you had to have the crown of head up, sinking the glutes down, and it's okay to smile. Good, breathe. Couple more rounds of breath here. Hands go down. Turn your toes towards me. So we're gonna come into that wide-legged forward fold. Again, you're gonna take your hands around the back side of your legs. So coming down. And then inhale, rise all the way up. All right, so we're gonna go into that floating half moon series, having that block available. So top of the mat, deep inhale up, exhale into your forward fold, inhale, half lift, exhale, take it back to plank, using that wall, chaturanga, lower down, inhale, chest comes up, exhale, back into that downward dog. My right leg goes up, onto the wall, exhale, bring that right foot all the way through, turn the left foot here. So making sure that block is available if I need that. Rising up into your warrior two. All right, so for half moon, I'm looking outside the pinky toes on that right foot. So I kind of have to go out at a little bit of an angle. So again, if I'm using that block, I'm gonna reach for that block, have it here, and then lifting up, bringing that left foot into the wall and opening. So I can have the block. I can also be down on the ground here, either one. But think about actively pushing that right foot into the ground, left foot here, and then remember it's external pose. So I'm rotating open, good. Good, good, good. So fire up the leg, fire up the quad, fire up the glute, fire up the hamstring, into the ground, into the wall, and then open. Breathe. Beautiful, you guys. One more round of breath here. And I'm going to slowly lower that left foot down, not like a thunk or a thud. I'm going to use my strength. So slowly lifting up, bringing that left leg down, rising back up into my warrior two. Take it through a vinyasa or back into your downward dog, either one. Breathe. All right, so other side, left leg goes up against the wall. Bringing that left foot all the way through. Turn the right foot against the wall, so blade against the wall. Find your block if you know you're gonna need that for your half moon. Inhale, rise on up into your warrior two. So again, I know I'm looking backwards from you, but relax. Breathe into that warrior two. All right, so same thing. I have to eye up the pinky toes on this side. If I'm using that block, it's gonna be kind of like a diagonal up there. So I'm gonna lift up, reaching up as I extend and rise. So right again, it's a game changer because I'm using my foot on the wall and on the ground, and I'm gonna rotate open and up. So think actively pushing that foot into the wall, actively pushing that foot into the ground, and your heart shoulder space is wide open. Again, an external pose, so my hips are open up. Breathe. Couple more rounds of breath here. Again, I'm going to bring that right foot down without like a thunk. Use my strength. Rising back up into that warrior two. Exhale, take it back through a vinyasa or right back into that downward dog. Good. From here, I'm going to bring my knees down to the ground. I'm going to use the wall a little bit more here. So I'm going to come up into a bridge pose with my feet on the wall. So I'm just going to turn my glutes towards the wall. My back's on the ground, shoulder blades onto the ground. Pressing my feet into the wall. My arms can be here to T. I'm just going to lift up. So knees are bent. Breathing in and out. Let's use that glute a little bit more. So just lifting up the right foot, bend it back, the left. So just a little inversion here. Lifting, squeezing, pushing my shoulder blades into the earth. And again, just lifting my leg up as the other foot pressing firmly into the wall to fire up that glute. Both feet back onto the wall, and then just slowly lower it down. Then pull my knees in towards the chest. Let's give myself a little bit of a rock side to side. And of course, if we use a wall, we have to do legs up the wall. You have to. All right, so rolling up. To come into legs up the wall, to come as close as we can, I'm sitting like basically on top of the wall here. So I'm sitting against the wall with my butt is going to turn and stay up on the wall. So I'm going to lay down, lift, 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 lift. So my glutes are actually a little bit supported here. And just let my arms go out of the T. And from here, you can do whatever you want. So some people like to press their knees in here, like press in. Some people like to take their legs wide. Or just keep your legs up the wall. And if you hate this, you don't have to do this. But a lot of people love legs up the wall. I could lay here for hours. It's very mentally good for us too. Just breathe. Couple more rounds of breath here. An option right now would be to turn me off and just continue to take your Savasana here. So you can take your Savasana here, you can let the legs go out. Again, like I said, you can bring the bum of feet together, let the knees go out. I could just take my legs wide. There are so many options here, and just let yourself lay here for, I don't know, 5 minutes or the whole day, either one. But you could absolutely turn me off right here and do that. All right, so we're gonna just take our knees in towards our chest. Give ourselves a little bit of a rock here. Gently side to side. Shoulder blades relaxed. And then just come on over to the side. And then rolling yourself on up. Coming back into a seated position. So again, another option here would just be to turn me off here too and just take a normal Savasana, arms out, legs out, and take some time for yourself mentally. Otherwise, hands come to prayer, to heart center. Take a deep inhale through the nose and exhale out through the mouth. Again, deep inhale through the nose and exhale out through the mouth. Thank you so much for joining me this evening or this morning or whatever time of day it is. But thank you so much for joining me. Look forward to seeing you again soon. Namaste. So thank you guys for joining me for another Whack at Home series. So tomorrow you're gonna have strength with Amanda and then also some yoga foundations with Jess. So again, thank you so much for joining me. It's a pleasure to have you in my house. Have a great night.